Welcome to Rome!
Rome is popular for a reason. The history, the food, the people, it's incredible. But what if you had only 24 hours to experience the eternal city? We woke up early and hit the streets running, literally, to beat the heat and the crowds. Join us as we jog past iconic sites like the Trevi Fountain, the Colosseum, and the Vatican. Then we swap our running shoes for forks and dive into some of Rome's most delicious dishes. Stick around till the end to watch us eat our way through the city, one Roman classic at a time. Andiamo! Good morning. Today we're going on a run.
It's just before 7 a.m. and we're going to start our run and try to do a loop around the city. All right, we're crossing the Tiber River. Piazza del Popolo! Plaza of the People. It's one of the biggest squares here in Rome, and it used to serve as the northern entrance to the city. This piazza was redesigned during the neoclassical era in the 19th century.
Now we gotta go to the Spanish stairs.
Looks like they're setting up for something. So let me tell you a quick story. You know, a couple years ago, I really never ran. I never liked running. It wasn't that enjoyable for me. If you want to get into running, going to a beautiful city and running around early in the morning is an incredible form of exercise. And when the scenery is gorgeous around you, you forget you're running. If you're thinking about trying to get into running or figuring out kind of affordable, easy ways to get in shape, go run in a beautiful area. See if that helps take the edge off of the pain. All right, we're now here approaching the Spanish Steps, the largest staircase in Europe. All right, we're here in Piazza di Spagna.
This is the fountain of the ugly boat. That's its name, literally. And it's a fountain of a sinking boat here. This is the Spanish Stairs. They're actually named after a Spanish embassy that's near here. However, they're French funded. All right, let's run up the stairs. Ready? Let's go. These stairs were built in the 1700s, and there's 135 of them. You cannot sit on these stairs. You're gonna be fined a hefty fee. So if you come here, feel free to walk up them, run up them, but don't sit on them. That felt like 135 stairs.
Yeah, it's all right. All right, it's turning out to be a gorgeous morning here. We're in the golden hour. Behind me there is, I think, St. Peter's Cathedral, Basilica. I love all these obelisks here with the hieroglyphics on them. I think the ancient Romans used to take vacations in Egypt.
All right, now we're going to the Trevi Fountain.
Fontana di Trevi.
We're here at the Trevi Fountain. If you toss a coin with your right hand over your left shoulder, then 1 coin means you'll return back to Rome, 2 coins mean you'll have a new romance, and 3 coins means you'll have marriage. So that's kind of a fun tradition that people do. Another fun fact is that this is cleaned by a toothbrush. So they actually use toothbrushes to clean it because it's made of this really soft stone. So they clean it with toothbrushes to preserve the stone. This fountain took over 100 years to complete, and it marks the terminal point of an aqueduct that's over 2,000 years old. It's pretty impressive.
But yeah, it's almost 8. It's almost 8 a.m. So we made it before they do control entry starting at, I think, 9. Like 9 to 9 p.m. or something. But now we are headed to the Pantheon. Yeah, it's much quieter around here. Pantheon.
All right, I like this run. You basically run half mile and then stop for 5 minutes. It's a nice little sprint and go. But yeah, we're here at the Pantheon, and before it's even open, it opens at 9. So there's not a lot of people here. It's one of the oldest ancient buildings that's still preserved today and in use. So it was made in 126 AD. This is just one of 2,500 natural springs here around the city. And we've been taking advantage of them, but to drink it without a water bottle, go like this.
Just a quick hop, skip, and a jump away from the Pantheon is Piazza Navona. And this used to be a stadium here, it's built on top. And there's 4 glorious fountains, symbolizing the 4 major rivers of the world. The Nile, the Danube, Rio de Platas, and the Ganges. Now we're headed towards the monument to Victor Emmanuel. Onward! Andiamo! The biggest monument I've ever seen. Makes Washington, D.C. look like we're not that important.
This is dedicated to Victor Emmanuel II, the first king of United Italy. He had a big role of uniting Italy, and locals actually nicknamed this the wedding cake because of how it looks.
Yeah.
I think it's really cute.
A house divided cannot stand, but a united house can have some wedding cake.
It opens at 9:30, so we're still too early for that. All right, we're off to the Colosseum next.
Now here we are, the Roman Forum. All right, so they're getting set up in a couple of weeks, actually like a week, to do a huge military parade here. Il Colosseum.
The Colosseum opens at 8:30. It just opened up, and there's already crowds of people.
Yeah.
We're approaching the Saturday madness.
We're starting to lose our early morning advantage.
What's behind us, Alex?
Some kind of arena of some sort. And here's the famous Arco di Constantino. There's around 2,500 fountains, drinking fountains in Rome. They're all clean and safe to drink. And I think they call them like little noses or big noses. It's like a word for them. All right, behind me here is Circus Maximus, otherwise known as the largest chariot racing stadium in Rome.
It hold up to 250,000 people. That's a lot of people.
Watching those horses run around. Now we're the ones running around. We're gonna go head towards the Tiber River again. It's on this little island here, Isola Tiberina. Right, heading down to the mighty Tiber. Now we're heading into the Trastevere. We just crossed the Tiber River and we're heading to this bohemian, colorful neighborhood. We actually stayed here a couple nights ago and it's known for nightlife, good food, and some of the beautiful alleyways. Travestere literally means across the Tiber.
Wow, what a view.
Such a beautiful viewpoint up here. Highly recommend. Some amazing panoramic views of Rome. That's the Pantheon's dome right there. Massive. So we got another 2 miles back to the start.
Really good.
All right, we're in the home stretch now.
It's been 6.5 miles.
6.5 miles.
A little over 6.
Yeah. Tired and hungry.
I'm so glad we got that fountain. I was so thirsty.
Yeah, fountain breaks are great.
Yeah.
All right. Castel Sant'Angelo. Okay, little did you know, this castle serves as a secret passageway to the Vatican City. Wow. Look at this line.
We've done 7 miles.
7 miles.
Woo!
In almost a new country.
Oh my gosh, Vatican. We're going there tomorrow. Gotta wake up bright and early for that. We're here at the Vatican. How's it feel,
Yeah.
Alex?
Pretty amazing. We really did it. We ran all the way around Rome.
Yeah. Good
And-
7 miles.
And yeah, it's the year of the Jubilee.
Yeah.
Every 25 years, Catholics from all over the world come here to have their sins forgiven. And there we got some pilgrimages happening right in front of our eyes. Here they come. All right, we just made it back. What are our stats?
All right, it's 8.2 miles. Let's see, what was our pace? It's excluding the breaks though.
All right, we're gonna take a quick shower break, and then we're on to our next challenge, is how many Roman dishes can we eat in the remaining time we have here? I don't know, we're gonna run around again, but this time we're gonna do it with food at a slower pace.
Yeah, we tried the Roman artichoke, but I want to try the Jewish artichoke, which is fried.
Carifoca Judah, a little artichoke chip. Highly recommend jogging around Rome early in the morning. It's one of the most glorious runs you can do, probably in the world.
All right, we're all dressed up and ready to go.
Showered up.
Yeah.
Got a change of plans. I think we're gonna go straight to the Trastevere, get some Roman food. Squash blossoms. And the pie.
How was lunch, Alex? Do you like it?
That was one of the better lunches of my life. Yeah.
Yeah. Right in there. So good.
Uncle Umberto's.
Yeah.
Highly
So good.
recommend. But yeah, the Travestere right now is bopping. It's full Saturday lunch vibes. We got some gelatos happening over here.
We're going to the park. So we're coming full circle
Oh yeah.
back to where we started.
Piazza del Popolo.
Yeah, look at this.
There we go. Yeah, I thought they were checking us out earlier.
Isn't this place romantic?
A movie set.
Here in the Villa Borghese, and we're listening to some lovely violin. We went into Free Museum, Art Museum, and now we're watching all these people boat around. Look at that.
It's a little temple in the middle of the lake. raspberry,
And hazelnut?
hazelnut statue on the bottom there. Yeah, let's swirl that up. Look at this.
Wow.
It's Italian colors.
Wow.
That, I think, is the top gelato of my life. Alright, this is the one to beat. The main piazza in Trastevere.
On a Saturday night. Look at this.
Pretty hype right now.
Wow.
Alright, it's Apperativo time. Light and pillowy gnocchis over here.
Porcini.
With the porcini. A tiramisu. The layers of mascarpone and the cookies with the rub. Let's see.
I bought an umbrella because it's crazy out there.
Okay, buonasera. We have the most famous cacio e pepe in Rome. This is the Anthony Bourdain cacio e pepe here. Okay, so the texture is what makes it amazing. The noodles are like al dente, and that cheese just has that nice nutty bite to it. The pepper. It's what I've been craving all day here. Yeah, look at this. And it comes in a little bowl of cheese. You can just eat the bowl. Look at this.
Thank you.
This is just like the epitome of savoriness. The way the cheese just like grips your palate. Just like full infusion.
So Alex, how was that second dinner?
Better than the first one.
What do we have?
We had cacio e pepe,
Yeah.
and they put it in a bowl of the cacio cheese, and it just kind of like melted a little bit at the bottom, and it was like crunchy on the outside. It's 3 ingredients. It's stupid. It's silly because it's how good it is. It's just 3 ingredients.
But really high quality ingredients.
Yeah, and the way it's prepared, the way it's cooked.
Yeah, it started pouring down rain at the first restaurant. And luckily, we went to the second restaurant and got in without a reservation.
I thought you were gonna say, luckily we got an umbrella.
Yeah. All right, we're going to bed.
Going to bed.